In this video, I'll show you the full process on how to buy the Crankk license, stake, set up and show my earnings mining Crankk. There are only 1,000 licenses available right now or very shortly during Crankk Beta 2.0 release, and these licenses will sell fast, I believe. You need a license to convert any of these devices into mining Crankk, one license per device. Mining Crankk have been my highest earning crypto miner during 2023. Nothing I say in my videos are financial or investment advice. You are fully responsible for your own actions. Now, between the 7th and 13th August, 1,000 more licenses are released which anyone can buy and convert their devices to start mining Crankk with. There are currently just under 3,000 devices online in the world right now mining Crankk. Eventually, the Crankk team will open the floodgates and allow for anyone to onboard as many devices as they want and start mining Crankk, public onboarding. To mine Crankk, you need to stake some Crankk tokens, so I believe the demand for Crankk tokens could become huge during the public onboarding, so I will take any chance I can get to mine as much Crankk as possible before that happens. Buying 1, 2 or 3 of these 1,000 licenses before they run out will be the hardest part for me, I think, because I think there will be a lot of people and also companies that are going to try and buy up all of these licenses, especially now when the Bobcat miner will also be able to mine Crankk with. So these licenses could very well run out in just a few minutes. So let's go through these steps in the video. 1. Create an Echo wallet and transfer funds into the wallet and switch Cardano chains. 2. How to set up a Crankk wallet and buy the license. 3. How to convert your device and stake to begin mining Crankk. And 4. Showing my earnings and my thoughts going forward. Let's start. To buy the license and later on stake to begin mining Crankk, you need the following in total. The license costs $150 worth of Cardano KDA tokens. To see how much KDA tokens that is currently, look up the KDA price on CoinMarketCap and divide 150 with the price you see here for KDA. And I buy a little bit of extra of KDA tokens just in case the price goes up and to cover for transaction fees. You need one license per device you want to convert and mine Crankk with. After you bought your license and set up your device, you activate your device to mine Crankk by staking $100 worth of the Crankk token. This is not a purchase, you only lock up that amount to activate your PONP node proof of participation. Be able to mine the Crankk token, you'll be able to get back your stake later on. And to buy these Crankk tokens to perform the stake, you do that with the Cardano KDA tokens as well, that I will show you later. So whilst I'm now transferring funds to buy the license, I will at the same time transfer enough KDA tokens to cover for the Crankk staking as well, so I don't need to transfer funds twice. But remember, you need one license and one stake per device. So with that info, you should know how much funds you need to transfer. So now, let's see how we create the Echo wallet on the Cardano chain and transfer funds. First off, we need to download the browser wallet Echo Wallet at wallet.echo.finance. I will download the wallet on my PC on the Brave browser, but it works on Chrome, on iOS or Android for phone as well. I download, open it, create an account, set a password and save my seed phrase. Now we want to send over Cardano tokens, KDA, to this wallet. And keep in mind that we also need some extra Cardano tokens in the wallet to cover for the transaction fees. However, the fees are very small, only pennies worth, so having just a tiny bit extra of Cardano will work fine. I buy my KDA here on Binance and withdraw them to the wallet address here at the top of my Echo wallet. When the KDA tokens arrive, they arrive on the Cardano chain 2. We need to convert them to chain 0, which we can do in this wallet. First of all, copy your own address up here again, click on your KDA, click here on chain 2, paste in your own address in destination account, and for target chain, choose chain 0. Click continue and type in the amount of KDA tokens you want to convert. Don't convert everything since you need some for transaction fees. Click next and confirm. This conversion can take up to 5 minutes. You can view the pending transaction here under history. It might give you a failed message like this one, but just wait a little bit more. And then eventually you'll see your original KDE amount you had returned to here again. Click on your KDA tokens again, and now you'll see the Cardano tokens on both your chain 2 and on your chain 0 that you converted. And with the Cardano on the chain 0, you can buy the upcoming license with that. Okay, now that we have transferred our funds and switched the Cardano chain, now we move on to the second step, how to create our Crankk wallets on the dashboard.crankk.io and buy the license here. Alright, to join the Crankk beta group, you need to do the following. Go to the Crankk.io dashboard and sign up using a Gmail. Click Join the beta group. It says you need a wallet, so click here, Manage Wallets, and set a password. And then create a new wallet. Save the public and secret key that you get, copy it and save it, and you have now created your wallet. You need to create one of these wallets per device you want to mine Crankk with. So if you plan on converting 3 devices, you need to create 3 of these wallets, 1 each. Go to the dashboard and click Join Beta Group. Now here it says you need to buy the license with $150 worth of the KDA token, Kadena, and here it says how much that currently is in KDA tokens. So you need to send this amount over and a little bit extra for transaction fees to this wallet to be able to make the purchase with it. Once you have the KDA on this wallet, you can now go ahead and click the Buy Now button. When you clicked, you see though you will need is the ambassador code. There are several ones you can choose from in the Crankk Discord or Telegram chats, or you can use mine here, Nordic. This code works for everyone in the world. Anyone can use it. And then click Buy. It will take a few minutes to register, and now in your wallet you will need to assign your gateway to your device. For that you need now first set up your device. Here under guides you can see different guides for each different device. Here for example me doing it for the Panther X2 device, it shows me here all the steps of finding the IP address, downloading the free Crankk software and installing the device. When you're finished with the setup you have this window open, you need now to copy the device ID. Then in your wallet click Assign again and paste in the device ID. After you have set that up, your device will now be shown under Gateway. When you have done that, you are almost done. Now you need to activate your PONP node. To do that, you need to stake $100 worth of the Crankk tokens to start mining. You can see how much Crankk tokens you need here under Gateway and click on your device and Proof of Trust. And here it says how many Crankk tokens you need. And you can buy Crankk tokens here under Exchange. And this swapping here takes a few minutes for each action to go through, so be patient. You swap using KDA Kadena tokens here as well. I made the swap and I got my Crankk tokens in my wallet after 3 minutes or so. Click on my device and click Proof of Trust, and then I can stake my Crankk tokens. And then it's done, and your gateway will start mining Crankk after a little while. Now, let's get into the earnings. If you have 2 devices mining Crankk, they'll be able to communicate with each other, and you'll both get the sender and receiver rewards, and that's about between 9 to 11 Crankks per day for me. If you just have 1 device, you will only get the sender rewards, so by having 2 devices, I'm earning 4 times the amount compared to just having 1. And here on dashboard.crankk.io exchange, we can see the current Crankk price, and here under wallet, it says the dollar price. The current price is $0.136 per Crankk token, so my daily earnings per miner is about $1.3 per day. And this is with these low power devices that require just about 5 watts of power, so it basically costs nothing in electric costs to run. So these devices are for sure earning me the most in correlation to what it costs to get started and a great passive income. But the most exciting part is that the Crankk token is just around a $500,000 to a $600,000 market cap, and that is because we are just in the beginning of all of this. When the public onboarding starts this year, where literally hundreds of thousands of devices have the potential to be onboarded, the demand for the Crankk token thereby will have the potential to increase an insane amount, because you need the Crankk token to stake in order to start mining. So I could very well see the Crankk token becoming very expensive due to this. And that is why I'm mining as much as I can right now before the general public can onboard how many devices they want. So getting these licenses now and starting mining Crankk early, I believe is high value mining. But that are just my thoughts. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.